Louisiana battled strong winds and floodwaters this weekend. Take a look at this video. Coast Guard Air Station New Orleans helicopter air crews rescued people near Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, as Hurricane Barry approached yesterday. You can see in the video a man holding his dog as the helicopter pulls them up out of the floodwaters. And this is just a taste of the dangerous situation going on down in the coast. I'm going to go ahead and toss things over now to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson for a first look at our forecast. Keith, what all can you tell us about the storm?
Well, Cash, it has been a wet system around the region. Ocean Springs, so far, at least a couple of hours ago, almost 10 inches of rain. Hattiesburg over 4. Now, for us locally, less than an inch, if you can believe that, in Tupelo and Columbus as of the last observation here. But earlier this afternoon, you can see that shelf cloud, that outflow boundary move through Durham's Pharmacy at Vernon in West Alabama, and then that tropical downpour that followed it. Right now, we have some pretty benign activity. I don't know what happened with my radar right there, but we have a fairly benign activity in our viewing area, although there's this band of gusty showers now moving through forests, and this is moving back to the northeast, so heads up for you in Louisville down towards Philadelphia. Some gusty breezes and some torrential downpours with that. Also a few more bands down to the southwest too, pivoting back to the northeast. So we continue with this low-end tornado threat for tonight, and that would really be limited to any of those narrow bands that we just showed you. Now the odds here are pretty low, but still can't rule it out as we go through the night. Now Futurecast picking up on the situation. A lot of this will tend to wind down. If anything, may actually build back to west a little bit later tonight, and then that will come back through here on Monday, it would appear. Temperatures right now are currently in the 70s, and that's about where we're going to be all night long. Areas of rain, some breezes, maybe a clap of thunder or two. Tomorrow, the isolated tornado risk is still with us. A little bit warmer, 82 degrees. We'll have more on that threat. Also, a look ahead at a warmer 70 forecast, Cash, in just a few minutes.
Police in Derma are currently investigating a shooting that took place early Saturday morning. Derma Police Chief Stephen Faddock says the department responded to a call in the Churchill community around 2 a.m. Police say 2 people were injured during the shooting. However, those injuries are not life-threatening. The incident is currently under investigation. If you have any information, police are asking you to call Derma City Hall at 662-628-6635. Well, a Monroe County child has died following a Friday swimming accident. 12-year-old Braxton Dent died in a Memphis hospital Sunday afternoon, according to social media statements from close family members. Monroe County investigators declined to comment on the investigation or identity. The 12-year-old was flown to Memphis Thursday after being found in the pool of a Monroe County residence. Well, in a little bit lighter news, the world is consistently changing with new technologies and gadgets. More people are turning to online shopping to get some of those new releases. Companies like Amazon gear up every year for Prime Day, selling their most popular items at discounted prices. Our Stephanie Poole takes a look at how online shopping could potentially hurt the sales of local businesses.
Over the years, many people have resorted to online shopping. Many could agree buying items from a website saves gas in the car and long lines in the store.
Online shopping has hurt me. It's hurt everybody, I'm sure.
Store owner Homer Beatty of Fashion Barn says that some of his clientele have turned to online shopping before coming in his store.
But if they buy it online, a lot of times it won't fit, and then they have to come and get it from us anyhow.
Beatty says being able to try on clothes helps businesses because customers know exactly what they're getting.
A lot of people like to come in and see the clothes, feel the clothes, touch the clothes. And so that's the only thing that we got going for us.
Hollyhock store owner Gloria Harriet says there's a few other details you might miss online.
It's one thing when you're looking at a picture, it's hard to tell the size or the material, whether it's good quality or not.
Both Harriet and Beatty say in-person shopping plays a major role to customer satisfaction.
The touch of a finger just doesn't get you excited about it. You know, you don't necessarily tell your friends about it.
And there's a set time for delivery, usually ranging within a week.
There is delayed gratification.
To stay up to speed with companies like Amazon, Harriet posts pictures on social media and offers shipping to her customers.
Got to stay with the trends.
Reporting in Lowndes County, Stephanie Poole, WCBI News.
Amazon Prime deals will begin at midnight tonight. Well, it was an opportunity for people to enjoy a taste of the world and help the Boys and Girls Clubs of North Mississippi. A unique fundraiser for the upcoming Dance Like the Stars was organized by Tupelo resident Lauren McElwain. The speech pathologist at Lawhon Elementary has a nonprofit called Cooking as a First Language, which brings people of diverse backgrounds together to enjoy food from other cultures. From cooking classes, she organized an event this weekend called Taste of the World for boys and girls. Guests enjoyed a 4-course meal featuring food from countries such as Cuba, Italy, Thailand, Mexico, and 2 Caribbean nations. McElwain says the fundraiser helps the Boys and Girls Clubs and also highlights the diversity in the area.
Not only are we supporting a great cause, the Boys and Girls Club, tonight we also celebrate the wonderful diversity that we can boast of in our small southern town. Our community is incredibly diverse, and I am so proud of that. And that is the whole purpose of Cooking as a First Language.
Dance Like the Stars takes place August 24th at the Bancorp South Arena in Tupelo. WCBI's own Allie Martin, who is a former dancer, will help co-host the fundraiser that evening. Coming up, some quick and easy tips on how to stay fit and toned this summer. Stay with us. Sometimes it can be hard to find time to go to the gym, especially if you're a parent. Today on Mom to Mom, they have a few tips and tricks on how to stay feeling and looking healthy.
Moms, I've got the greatest 5-minute workout to tone your arms. So moms, I know it is so hard to take that time to go to the gym. If you're a working mom like me, it is impossible to get that time to yourself. Today I'm going to be talking about some arm workouts that I have started doing, and these are the ones that I found that work the best for me. So let's just hop right into it. So how I start is I will just do 25 tight front arm circles. And then after your 25 times of forward, I take it backward. So next I just get my 8-pound weight, and you can use whatever weight you want to use, whatever weight you feel comfortable with. But I'm going to be using an 8-pound. And what I'll do is I'll just do 30 bicep curls. And you could break those up and do 30 of these full bicep curls, or you can go 10 of these half bicep curls, or however you want to do it. So after you're done with your 30 bicep curls, you're going to find a chair and you're going to do some tricep dips. And you're going to do 30 of these, and you just go up and up and up. And this works the back of your arm really good. So after you've done your tricep dips, you're going to pick your weights back up after you've given your arms a little rest from the weights, and you're just going to take it over your head. So go up and down, up and down. And this also works the back really good. So 5 minutes later, you've got the best arm workout right there in your living room. So moms, I would love to hear what you do to work out your arms in your living room, so connect with me on Facebook.
Live view in Louisville, Mississippi right now with our Alpha Insurance camera. You can see these low clouds on the western horizon. We have some more gusty showers headed your way. We'll have a look at the upcoming 7-day forecast next.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Tropical downpours here in Tupelo today. You can see it with our Alpha Insurance time lapse right there. Ominous looking clouds, low clouds, and just a blah type day, but at least it's not 100 degrees with all the rain and the cloud cover around, much cooler than average. You can still see the showers we have out there right now with our live Doppler radar. Some heavier showers, some gustier showers moving towards Kosciuszko right now, southwest of Philadelphia. That little arc right there, brief intense rainfall, some gusty breezes, maybe over 20-30 miles per hour, but that's about it right now. I was just looking at the thunderstorms in general, and there's no real sign of anything too sinister in that at this point, so that's really good news. You can see more bands back down to the southwest too, so those would be the ones that we'd have to watch later on tonight. We actually did see a few tornadoes reported and confirmed here east of Baton Rouge this morning. Some flooding, some wind issues here in the Hattiesburg area, but the reports in our area thus far today and throughout Barry's event, nothing, and that's certainly good news. Now, the remnant low is back in Arkansas. You go up a couple hundred feet, couple thousand feet, and we still have some very strong winds screaming at about 50 miles per hour just above the surface. So those showers can tap into that and bring in some of those gusty breezes. But we have the wind really not teamed up with the most unstable air, and that's why we didn't see a lot of tornadic activity thus far in our region today. We've had some warnings, but not really a lot of tornadic activity in general compared to some post-landfall hurricanes. Now tomorrow, we're still going to have some of that wind a couple thousand feet up, and we will have a little bit more unstable air to work with. Now, that could give rise to a slightly better chance for one of those spin-up tornadoes or two during the day. Hence the reason why the Storm Prediction Center keeps us in that marginal risk category 1 of 5. So just keep a heads up here as we go throughout the next 24 hours. By this time tomorrow evening, all of this is done and we're on with our lives. The flash flood watch continues for tonight and tomorrow night, depending on your location across our area. Anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1 or 2 inches of additional moisture. Really depends if you get underneath one of those heavy rain bands. Now, some of you didn't see a lot today or yesterday. Some of you have had over an inch, some spots 2 to 3 inches, and other locations down towards Carthage, radar estimates 4 to 5. Same story down there by Hattiesburg too. So feast or famine around the region. Temperatures are currently in the 70s, comfortable 70s for tonight. We're looking at those mild and humid conditions all night long with areas of rain, winds from the southeast. For tomorrow, 74 at 7 o'clock. We're looking at low 80s for highs. Winds a little bit stronger from the south-southeast, 10 to 25. And there you have it, a little bit warmer, a little bit more unstable, and a chance for more of those showers and storms. The heaviest rain could actually be just off to our west tomorrow morning, and then as we go throughout the course of the day, we'll see clusters or waves of storms and showers move on through. A lot of that goes away tomorrow evening. We'll still have some rain around as we get into our day Tuesday, maybe even some showers lingering and some storms lingering for Wednesday too. And then we get into this traditional summer weather pattern. Daily chances for showers and storms on a pop-up variety. Highs in the low to mid-90s. You can see that with your AccuWeather 7-day. 82 tomorrow, 88 Tuesday, 90 Wednesday rather. Rain chances go down, temperatures go up. 93 starting Thursday. Pretty hot and humid all the way through next weekend.
60 schools in 60 days checks in next with the Tigers of Winona. Catch the story coming up next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
Next on the high school football tour is the Winona Tigers. The Tigers will have a different look to them this season after graduating a big senior class. Winona is stop number 21 on the high school football tour.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Sparklight.
Our motto this year is got to put the work in.
Winona is doing just that. The Tigers had another great season last year, finishing 13-1. Now, despite losing 18 seniors, head coach Joey Tompkins and company feel confident about the guys stepping into new roles this season.
We lost a lot of maturity out there. We also lost a lot of experience, but we've got guys that stepped up during the spring and this summer that's really come a long way in a few months. So it's not a rebuilding process. I'm never going to use that. I mean, we're going to get better game in and game out.
Most they young folks, but they coming right along. You know what I'm saying? They catch a pitch just like Dre was on 7-7 and stuff, so they gonna feel his shoes.
During the season, we always, you always have second strings back at JV, so everybody's getting reps all the time, just reps. And so everybody ain't nobody really a step behind because, you've been getting the same reps that these starters were, so you really don't have to worry about it because they get the same reps.
Stabilizing the bunch is senior quarterback and Ole Miss commit and Darius Coffey, who had over 1,400 passing and rushing yards last year to go along with 35 touchdowns.
Having him back is huge for us. He was a lot of our offense last year, and he makes guys better around him. He's a very unselfish kid, very, very good kid, and he's just he makes the kids better. And, having him back is huge.
He running the offense just like he should be, it's the same. He just throwing the ball to different people right now, that's it.
The senior class is taking ownership of this year's team as they look to continue the pattern of winning that has been set.
I got to make sure I push my younger guys, be in front, show them how to run the routes correctly, make sure they out here on time and lifting weights.
I'm really just trying to get them out here to get them, to see where we going after, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to have no bad season. We had 2 good ones in the past.
You come into the weight room, coming to these after workout conditions, hey, it's what makes the team, and it makes us stronger and it keeps us together. So yeah, they win games.
Winona kicks off the season with a home opener August 23rd against Eupora. Reporting on the high school football tour, Chris Bolton, WCBI Sports.
60 Schools in 60 Days with Winona High School is brought to you by Bank of Kilmichael and Bank of Winona.
Tigers and Tigers and Tigers, oh my. From the Winona Tigers, we check in with the Nettleton Tigers when we come back. The next stop on our 60 Schools in 60 Days excursion checks in with the Nettleton Tigers. As the 18th stop, the Tigers are coming off of a tough season. Head coach Ken Tapps and his team is eager to get back to it on the gridiron.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Sparklight.
The Nettleton Tigers want to start a new trend. Coming off back-to-back 4 and 6 seasons, the Tigers' primary focus is to get over the hump.
Man, it's all about getting over that hump, man. You know, you go into the season thinking one game at a time. But you know, you can't help but look down that schedule. But you just got to figure out a way to get past the slow starts that we're having, and that's been our problem most games. We come out starting slow and then end up fighting back. We just got to figure out how to come out in that first quarter and win ball games.
Coach Stotts has brought that up a lot. Just being comfortable with being uncomfortable, and he's really pushed us, and we hope this summer we've done enough to get over the hump.
Youth will be key for the Tigers. Nettleton has to replace 13 seniors from last year's team, giving the young guys an opportunity to step into impact roles.
Even though we lost a lot, we still have a lot from last year, and also have a lot of young guys coming up from junior high. So I'm hopefully we'll take the summer and build on it and have a great year.
Getting the all these boys just come together, we're gonna be straight because we're coming together as a team, as one. We got a lot of people stepping up, working hard this summer, and I think we're gonna be all right.
A lot of those guys contributed a whole lot, so you know you're trying to replace them with some younger guys, and I think those younger guys are stepping up to the plate right now.
It always helps a young team whenever the starting quarterback returns. Senior leader Graham Gardner will play a major factor in the Tigers' success.
He's a senior. He's only been playing for 2 years, though. Last year was his first full year of football out there. So, you know, he made some, I guess you could say, rookie mistakes. But, man, just to see how much he's grown, how more comfortable he's been in the offense this offseason, I know things are going to be great going forward.
Nettleton starts the season August 23rd on the road against Bruce. Reporting in Nettleton on the high school football tour, Chris Bolton, WCBI Sports.
60 Schools in 60 Days with Nettleton High School was brought to you by the Countertop Shop.
Here's the schedule for this week's upcoming stops. It's Alabama week, folks. Monday, we check in with the Aliceville Yellow Jackets, followed with the Sulligent Blue Devils on Tuesday. Wednesday features South Lamar, and Thursday stops in with Lamar County. If you've missed any stops along the way, remember you can always go watch them on our website, WCBI.com. That's it for sports. We'll have more for you when we come back. Stay with us.
Nearly 1 million Facebook users say they're going to raid Area 51 in Nevada on September 20th in a quest to see aliens. And more than 800,000 others say they're interested. The clearly tongue-in-cheek Facebook event page is titled Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, and states, quote, "We can run faster than their bullets." It's inviting users from around the world to join a Naruto run into the area. That's a Japanese manga-inspired running style featuring arms outstretched backwards and heads forward. And the mysterious Area 51 has been the subject of conspiracy theories for decades. Many people believe the U.S. government stores its secrets about UFOs and aliens at the military site. And the invitation comes a few weeks after a group of U.S. senators was briefed about reported encounters between the U.S. Navy and an unidentified aircraft, or otherwise known as unidentified flying object. Pretty interesting stuff.
I just want to go to Nevada so I can go gamble in Las Vegas. That's what I want to do.
That's probably a better plan.
Never mind. Well, Area 51 would be cool. All right, so we have these gusty showers coming back into our southwest. Heads up Louisville. Eventually, you're going to get a nice little downpour here with some breezes that will be possible all night long into tomorrow. Barry's remnants go away by Tuesday, but the heat comes back by the end of the week.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you guys for joining us. I'll see you back here tomorrow night.